Hey guys, Michael G here. Today we are going over the 3 best offense plays in the game. We're going to get started with the play double post found in the gun bunch offset formation. This is in the Colts and Eagles playbook, or the 2 playbooks you guys want to consider for this play. So, we're just going to get into zone coverage and man, and it does beat both. It beats every coverage in the game, and I'm going to explain why here in just a second. So this is versus cover 4, guys. The step's going to be this. You're going to want to drag RB and then put X on a comeback route. So, like the reads here, as you can see, we're going to be able to throw this B post in between, over top of the vert hooks and underneath the inside quarters. Now, this post, guys, just gets in a really good sweet spot. We're really in this play for this post here on B. It cooks man coverage. It gets in a great spot in zone coverage. Really only a mid-read or a middle third from the linebacker plays it. You can throw it inside of cover 4, inside of cover 3. If cover 2 doesn't have a like a mid-read, you can split cover 2 with it. You can do a lot with that. And then we just have great underneath patterns here that that's really hard to defend. We have both drags here. The drags are going to get underneath for hooks because stock for hooks this year play super, super deep. So the drags are always a check down. And then from there, we can throw a drag early like I just showed you. We can also throw it late here underneath the curl flat. Basically what happens there, if that flat defender is playing underneath, we have our comeback route. If they play over the top, we have our drag. So that's kind of the reason that we also have this really quick tight end flat that is really, really hard to guard. That specific pass is hard, guys, just because you can throw it early. Like I said, the vert hooks won't play it. Even if you have like a hard flat here, it's really hard to pick this ball off if you just snap throw it like this. It's just a great check-on option. Maybe if they go against a blitz, like it covers your blitz, and their responsibility is the tight end, or the tight end's like crossman, like spinner, this flat is just really hard to stop with a quick throw. So you have the tight end flat is just as a check-down option. You have the drags, they are check-down options. Whichever one they don't use, between the drag and the post for that high-low we're going to throw. And like I said, the comeback is there. I'll show you in a second that it beats man coverage, but it's also there if they play hard flats out of zone. So that's like versus cover 4. So I'm going to show you guys this versus cover 3 next. This time I just have my curl flats on 5 yards here, so it's really like a cover 3 hard flat look. But again, same setup here. And we're going to see, as you can see right here, we're going to have this curl flat in a great window. Again, it's going to get underneath that outside third and past that curl flat because that curl flat is now on 5 yards. But when it comes to the post, guys, this post is going to be open as well over the middle here. As you can see, it's just going to get past those vert hooks and underneath that middle third. And also, guys, right here, you know this is a 5-yard flat. I can still even quick throw this. It's like I said, it's not the best read in the world. Like that's a hard flat that should play it, but I'm just showing you guys that that ball just cannot get picked. It's just a really, really underrated ball in this game. Just as like a check-down option, but again, right here, throwing the post with ease, right? I'll show you guys the drags here, but again, the same idea. The stock for hooks are not going to play these drags early, so you know we have a 5-yard flat on the outside. We can still throw these drags in this little pocket right here, and as you can see, it's going to be a great ball underneath those vert hooks. So that's first cover 3. I'll see you guys this first cover 2. The thing I'm missing with cover 2 is the mid-read will do a good job playing this post. Mid-read is like one of the better adjustments for this post. So we're really going to, but the vert hook still won't do a great job at playing the drag. So we're still going to have those. Boom. Drag here over the middle is easy, right? And like I said, the cloud flats, you just have to read the cloud flats. If they play deep and then guard the comeback route, then that's fine with me. And we're going to take our drag late. And like I said, the flat here is still also a ball here as well. Again, that flat, you can throw that wheel like a flat, and it is going to absolutely be a great check-on option for you. So like I said, post not looking for right here, but either drag is fine. They both get in great windows here between the running back, like speed in. I count that as just like a drag, as an RB drag. So those are the reads versus cover 2. And the beautiful part about this, guys, is that these are all we literally have 5 man beaters on the field. So I'll see you guys this first man coverage, but like cover 2 man, this will absolutely fry to a T. Every route, sometimes will get bumped from tight ends, so that can be open, but even if that isn't open, we have every one of these routes wide open, right? The post, like I said, will beat man. The drag will beat man. The comeback will beat man. They are all man beaters. I'm just going to show you all of them right now. The post right here is going to absolutely fry for us. Like I said, it's going to split that cover 2. So if they don't have a mid-read, even if they run cover 2 zone and they don't have a mid-read, we can throw that ball versus cover 2 with confidence. I'll show you guys the comeback route right here. Another very underrated man beater in this game. Boom, for an absolute dot. You guys see it. This tight end drag and this RB wheel can get open from time to time here. But really, our primary reads here, the speed in from the running back, the B post and the coming back route will absolutely fry. So that is double post, guys, one of the best plays in this game for sure. The second play I want to show you guys here is flood from the gun tight slots halfback weave formation. This is only found in the Cincinnati Bengals playbook. So like with these plays, guys, I'm going to show you the 3 best individual passing plays in my opinion, but it's up to you guys on what playbook you want to use these, or maybe if you're in some sort of league where you can make a custom, then their playbook that works too. But these are just the 3 individual best plays in the game. And we're going to go against this curve 4 to start. The key with flood, guys, is that this is what it looks like. You always want to run this to the short side of the field. If you're in the middle of the field, don't run this. If you're running to the wide side of the field, don't run it. You just want the receivers. So, like, you basically want this wide corner route on the short side of the field is the key. The short side corner routes, guys, are really, really good this year. So this is one step I like to do. If you don't have running back apprentice, I'd like to set up right here. This is versus cover 4. As you can see, this corner routes can get into a really good spot over the curl flat underneath the outside quarter. What happens is that this streak, guys, here from flood, it just absolutely pulls this outside quarter every time. Short side corner routes, guys, this year, they just get into a really good spot, especially versus zone coverage. The outside blues do not play it because they just play the streak, because the streak does pull them, even though it's not motioned out. And the corner out just gets into a really good spot. Really the only zone to play this, guys, is if your opponent runs a backed off deep cloud. If they have a super, they would pretty much need a 30-yard backed off flat, whether it's a purple or a cloud. That's really the only zone, back about curl flat. If they have a 30-yard curl flat or a 30-yard cloud, that's the only zone that's going to be able to play this, guys. Anything else, if it is pressed, if it is less than a 30-yard flat, if it's just like a stock flat, for example, that will never play this ever. So like you can run this, especially you can run this play honestly to the ground. This play is like it's one of the best plays in the game. If they do have deeper zone throws on, like if they had a 30s on, then we can just throw our check down right here. Like we can throw B. Like I said, that time was a scarier throw because that time the flat went down, so it obviously threw the corner. But if that flat hypothetically was super, super deep, we could throw that as a check down. Another step I like to do, guys, out of this is something like this as well. If you have a running back apprentice, this is a great play as well because this angle route you can throw early. It will also beat me in coverage, which I'll show you guys here in a second. But that is also a good setup here as well. I'll get into this now versus cover 3 and cover 2. It's going to be the same thing, like I said, guys. Even versus cover 2, this will get over cover 2. It will get over cover 3. It's just the only thing that doesn't get over is backed off cloud flats that are super deep. And that's it. Like you can pretty much run this versus anything else. Like I said, it's something that I like to do. You can run just like this too. If you run like this is fine as well. Same idea. But again, the same read, guys. This wide corner out is just an absolute money play. It's like I said, it's one of the best plays in the game. Only in Cincinnati Bengals playbook, so like I said, you gotta consider that with it. But I do believe it is worth it. Like this formation, the gun tight slots halfback formation is just outstanding, guys. So this is like again, this is an absolute power play. It's a play that your opponent has to respect every down. If they do not, then it is going to give them lots and lots of problems. Like I said, you guys can do the angle route setup here as well. We can throw this angle route early, late, doesn't matter. So again, cover 3, same idea as cover 4. I'll show you guys just quickly versus cover 2, and then we'll get into this first man coverage. But like I said, keep this on short side of the field, guys. Really make them have to respect this corner route because it is just an absolute pain in the butt to guard. Here's cover 2 right here. Going to be the same thing. Again, the setup here is fine. Boom. This time I'm just throwing over the cloud flat. And the streak just does a good job taking the outside blue away. So that's never, ever getting close to this corner. And guys, like I said, this is just an absolute, like you can run this play every play of the game. Same thing with double post as well, and also with floats. I'll show you guys here. There's another play called floats. I'll show you guys here in a second for our third play. But like I said, this play, guys, super, super hard to guard. If you play somebody that's not good on defense, run this play to the absolute dirt, and they are going to be they will know what to do. They really won't know what to do. I'll be honest, guys. Like I said, we have a flat here as well with RB, but if you have the time, throw the corner, right? And the nice part about this too, with this formation, is I can block my tight end, like I have been doing. So like that's good for picking up blitzes and things of that nature. Like I said, I do have my Taylor out here, or I would have B as like that drag. Because the cloud flat kind of gets put in no man's land. It's not playing either the corner or the drag. Like I said, if you want to run this up here as well, this is going to be the best up for honestly versus man. Like I said, we can throw our angle out here early. We can throw our drag here late. Everything's open really on this play besides the streak, which is just pulling the blue. So that's it for cover 2. I'll show you guys this now versus man coverage. So, like I said, this setup here, guys, versus man is going to be great because basically we have two man beers running to opposite sides of the field. We have that wide corner route, which again is still going to flood for us versus man coverage. The only thing I want to mention, guys, is that shade underneath man does do a good job of playing this corner out to the short side. So that's like the only man adjustment that you can do versus this. But then we're still going to have our drag here, as you can see. Our angle out here is going to be good open as well. I don't know if the verticals can play it or not from this cover 1 defense. But the angle route is also man mirrors. So we have two man mirrors right opposite sides of the field, which is super, super nice. But as you can see right there, the angle route absolutely frying versus man coverage there. This third play here, guys, is called Flood. This is found in the Chicago Bears and New York Jets offense playbooks, and this is from the gun bunch strong outside formation. I'm just going to show you the player here and what it looks like on the left. It's different though than the flood that I just showed you guys from gun tight last half week. This flood is from the tight end corner, and I want to run this play. We'll go against cover 3 here to start. I want to run this play exclusively to the wide side of the field, guys. So as you see right here, ball's on the left hash, so we'll run this play to the right. What we're going to be looking for here, guys, is this corner route. Basically, this corner route is going to get into a great window. So what I want to mention to you guys with this play is previously, in order to run a wide side corner route, we would need to do something like this, where we motion out the guy to the outside and put him on a streak to clear this outside third. But if you notice here on this play, guys, Devin Hester actually runs a fade. It's not a regular streak. This fade runs to the outside enough to pull this outside third versus cover 3 and cover 4, where we do have a window for this ball. So it's just a really, really nice play. It's a corner that gets over like the previous corner out from the gun tight slots. It did not get over 30-yard cloud flats. This play will get over 30-yard cloud flats, which is like the best part about it. You can call it stock. Like I said, no hot routes are needed, and you can just run to the wide side is the key. If you run to the wide side, guys, you can get into that great window versus cover 3 and cover 4. I'll show you guys this versus the other zone coverages right now, but it's just a really, really solid play, guys, that you can add. It's one of the best plays in a very, very good formation in this game in gun bunch strong offset. I'll show you guys this first cover 2. It's this time just going to simply split the fade will pull the deep half, and we're just going to simply split this cover 2 right here with this corner out. Right, so you can get into a great window out over top of the cloud flat underneath the deep half there. This is a backed off cloud flat. It's still going to have no chance to play this ball. We're just going to pass it to the outside, right in that little sweet spot there in between like I said, the deep half and the cloud flat. And if they have super deep zone drops, guys, you don't think you have time to throw this ball, because again, it's going to take a little time for this corner to develop, especially if it gets bumped. So at that point, we can just take our little flat here, just as a check down option for us. And then if they go usually, they have like a hard flat and go usually the corner out, we do have this backside dig, which is great. But what I love about this play, guys, simply no higher routes need to be made. You can just simply snap this ball. Just snap it. You can get, like I said, in that great window versus cover 2. I'll show you guys this versus cover 4, but it's going to be the same result versus cover 4, guys. It's simply going to get pulled by this streak here. Pulled, boom. This time we have a wide open window just to throw it to the inside there. We can throw it later if we want. So one thing with cover 4, guys, too, is that even though this is cover 4 match that I'm going against right now, it actually won't be matched in reality because I have 4 receiving threats to one side of the field in this gun bunch strong offset formation. So like they can really never run match on you because that it quite literally cancels out the match. So that is a nice way to beat match as well. Is this formation itself? I just don't. The only thing when we go against man here is I just don't love this. I don't love this. This flat versus man. I like to put this guy on like a zig, for example, because zigs are just better man beaters. So if we do want the zig as a check option right there, right, you can run simply the same play and just put a zig on the field, and that's fine with me. So obviously the zig here, guys, works, but you guys want to see the money route. The corner route's going to absolutely fry man coverage here for us. Going to be able to pass lead this outside for just a wide open laser beam. The backside dig will win too, guys. Whatever one they don't use here, we can throw, and we still have our zig. So that is the 3 best plays in the game, guys. We have Flood from the Chicago Bears and New York Jets playbook. That's this play. We have the other Flood from gun tight slots halfback week, found in the Cincinnati Bengals offense playbook, like I mentioned, and we also have double post found in the Jets and Colts offensive playbooks. So if you guys learned a play that you can add to your scheme, to searching out SealGG, where for full schemes, use the highest level man. Link in the description. As you go GG at checkout for 20% off your next order.